percentage. Now, as I said at the start, we're going to figure it out to 0 decimal places, 1 decimal place, 2 decimal places. So at the minute, we're not following the instructions on the spreadsheet because it wants everything in this column to have no decimal places. So Thomas's score is absolutely fine because there isn't a decimal place there to begin with. But on Olivia's, it's automatically done it to 2 decimal places for us, and we don't want any. So we need to tell this cell that actually we don't want any. So the way we're going to do that is we are going to highlight it, and we're going to come over to our formatting area again, and it has a little tick box here that says set decimal places. Now, if I click on that, it already says it's automatically set to 2. We want 0, so I'm going to replace it with a 0, and Olivia's score has changed to 0 decimal places. Now, there is a quick way of doing it, so you don't have to do it for every single cell. We can just highlight all the cells that we want to be 0 decimal places, set decimal places as 0. So now hopefully every single percentage in this column should have 0 decimal places. Same here, if we look at 1 decimal place, I'm going to figure out my percentage again. So formula wizard, 135 divided by 140. Okay, it's giving it to 2 decimal places again. So I'm going to highlight this whole column, set decimal places, and it's going to give it to 1. It's automatically changed it there. So similarly, if we put Thomas's in again, so formula wizard, 56 divided by 140, it has given me that decimal place. Even though it's 0, it's following the instructions that have been given. If we wanted to do the 2 decimal places, we know this is already going to give us that answer, but if we highlight the whole column, set decimal places, it's already set to 2, so we don't really need to change anything. If we look at Thomas's, 56 divided by 140, it gives it to 2 decimal places. So it's automatically set to that. So have a go, see if you can figure out the rest of them. Make sure it's got the right number of decimal places. There is another column here where if you can figure it out, it will give you the answer as a fraction.